That's a senior citizen complex. That's audible activity. That's called crossing path. That's monitoring. And it's clear targeting by the Ontario International Airport that's located at 2900 Airport Terminal Road. Airport Road. There's no airport. And this is the OVITT Family Community Library where I showed you the fake sun at 18 a.m. That's how you know that they're gang stalking. And also it's engineer light right now. That's the Ontario City Hall. There's no airport over there. The Ontario Fire Department's on the opposite side of the parking lot. There's no airport over there. This is the Ontario Senior Center. There's no airport over there. The College of Law, Laverne College of Law is right here. There's no airport where they are flying from this direction, flying west over this plaza of the City of Ontario events, and taking off. This is what they're doing over Woodside Senior Apartment, stalking in the path. Clearly deviating from 2900 Airport Road, which is under no circumstances anywhere going to be hovering from, when you're taking off from the airport, you're not going to be over this apartment building. But you know that they're stalking because they're in it. So let me show you my shadow so you know that the Ontario Police Department is gang stalking, because that's who's being disbanded while the City of Ontario is using commercial planes from the airline to engage in criminal monitoring. This is my arms on this brick wall over here. Those are my arms on this back wall over here. 3 sets of them. And here's my shadow back here. Here's my shadow back here. And the people of the state are pacing all around, walking all around, monitoring with the City of Ontario in this environment. This has nothing to do with these light fixtures. It's a supernatural environment where criminal monitoring of a satanic nature, where they're hovering over a senior citizen complex, pacing, walking in this direction, flying in this direction, and the frequency of the planes. The demons possess, they ration in their minds that are very sick, they stalk with impossible light, that if they continuously do it, engaging in obvious targeting, that's going to rebut what I just stated, that 2900 Airport Road is nowhere near what is the Ontario Town Square, that there are no planes taking off from the airport and hovering over this sky space. The entity is obviously engaging what is hovering, and Alan D. Wapner is already exposed as the gang stalker while they're flying over Woodside Senior Apartments everywhere that I'm at. And when I'm at the Tabor Professional Center, that's where they're stalking, and they're not flying south like this. They're deviating, migrating as I migrate in the engineer light, my shadows surrounding me. This is a gang of shadows around me, while you just saw, again, a series of planes flying over a senior citizen complex where a bunch of demons are gang stalking. All you're doing is walking around in this light monitoring. You're flying around in this light monitoring. The demons are driving in the turn circle right here, and impossible light is flashing all around while they're all stalking me. The City of Ontario is proving that, while they have planes that are coming from an airport where there's no terminals where you would even be heard and perceptible in this airspace right here. Okay, this is the Ontario Plaza location, the fire department, the City Hall. This is the library where the entity is also keeping the fake sun from 9:10 a.m., 9:18 a.m. documented, and I documented at 6 p.m. That's also how you know that that's a demon, in particular flying a plane, and that these are demons who are monitoring in the abnormal environment and where the government engages in what is clear targeting by aiding in the elements of monitoring. The Ontario International Airport is a gang stalker, as the evidence already shows. The entity gang stalking over my hotel room at 2301 South Euclid Avenue, at the Economy Inn, where the entity was keeping the fake sun over my hotel room there as well, and flying over my hotel room. There's no terminal over there either. Engaging what is doing donuts in the sky space, just stalking me wherever I am at with commercial airline planes in this light activity, which is criminal monitoring. Stalking in the path when you're looking at the engineer light. Stalking in the path while they're driving toward and away, they're pacing. This is what they're doing on foot, pacing, monitoring. While they're engaging in that, impossible light activity was flashing up. That's what is documented on the podcast. That's a demon, and they're stalking with the government. The Ontario Police Department is being disbanded. Okay, this is state surveillance that the police department is engaging in. They're engaged in criminal summoning. They're not a legitimate law enforcement agency. And the Ontario International Airport's clear engagement in federal group stalking and monitoring is evidence against the City of Ontario, which includes a gang stalking police department, an oxymoron, something that's intolerable in the U.S. Incentivizing public corruption, that is Euclid Avenue and C Street, and that's gang stalking right there. It's P.O.C. It is currently 8:56 p.m. And this is also where you all are also aware of that they're monitoring my vagina. This is relevant to the sex offense where criminal surveillance pursuant to my genitalia is also underway. public information about everything concerning my life while the entity is targeting me, and I'm going to expose that because I'm also going to prosecute because this is the entity that engaged in kidnapping. Oh, they knew exactly what was going on in Tracy Banks' apartment. There was no physical altercation. She wasn't punched. She wasn't smacked. And the Ontario police also knew that when she lied, and they, in reliance on her lie, together lying, make those malicious assertions so that the gang stalker Arrowhead Regional Medical Center can rely on it and exercise fictitious authority under the Welfare and Institutions Code while they're gang stalking in this very light activity inside of the hospital. Okay, they were monitoring in that hospital and they engaged in kidnapping, and the entity is going to federal prison for it. As surely as these ignoramuses continuously gang stalk by plane, and I provide you legal analysis to let you know that every aspect of the federal offense of gang stalking is going to be prosecuted thoroughly. Their mental illness is exhibited through the impossible light activity. Their mental illness is exhibited through the amplified audible activity. You hear how chaotic it is? Because those demons are listening to me speak the truth and listening to me prosecute and embarrass them. They're obsessed with my vagina as well, okay? I'm gonna keep putting that out there because that's the truth. These sex offenders are going to federal prison, all right? Those are demons that are stalking me and monitoring my vagina as a matter of a government program, stalking me in bathrooms and stalking at public establishments like Starbucks, where they're maintaining criminal surveillance, and it's inhumane and unconstitutional, and you have highly unintelligent and woefully unprepared demons that are providing evidence, obvious evidence for a federal prosecutor like myself to destroy them in court. I'm going to destruct them in court. It is currently 8:58 p.m. This is P.O.C. OVITT Family Community Library, impossible light activity all over the place because they're monitoring. They're monitoring with the people that state psychopaths. They don't have to talk to you. They're stalking in the specific environment. They're psychopaths. Actual mental illness by the gang stalkers, the demon possessed, the living dead. P.O.C. Crossing path, monitoring. P.O.C. Demons. Absolutely demons. Everything they're doing is about me. And this is how you know it. And this is an unlawful threat by the government and they're going to be prosecuted for it. P.O.C.